Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to part 3 of my Dragon Age Origins Let's Play. Um, Thanks for sticking with it, guys.
Can you hear the fighting?
This is my first Let's Play,
Must
so
be
I
everywhere.
do really appreciate every single view I get. I'm not actually expecting this series to do overly well, but to be honest with you, whatever I get, I'm totally cool with, to be honest with you. Okay, so last when we left off, Arl Howe basically sort of betrayed your father and his soldiers invaded the castle. Right now you're trying to find your father, and this feisty dame with you is your mother. So yeah,
If Howe's men are inside, they must already
typical
control
day
the
in the Coastland household, you know?
The servants entering the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
Yeah, it does tell me twice. I'm a total coward. Okay. Yeah, so we got a dog Ram with us, and we got our mother, and we're gonna go ahead and just loot some corpses, as you do. We're playing an RPG. I think a guy runs around this corner actually.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
See that when I was talking about this speech checks when I was picking my first abilities during character creation, this is like such an instance, like I can persuade this guy to stay and fight with us, which I'm actually going to do.
Yes, my lord! Here they come!
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm really glad that I took Indomitable, because these guys are a total pain in the ass, especially the rogues, because they constantly stun your guy all the time, and you can get you don't really get locked down as such, but it does become really frustrating after a while, because you just basically can't do anything, and it does take a lot of time. But I think abilities like stun and things like that, they actually get less effective the more they're used. I could be wrong, I really don't know. But yeah. So hopefully by the end of this playthrough, well, we most likely will be, at the end of this playthrough, we will actually be out of this castle, and we'll actually be starting to see a lot of Grey Wardens and stuff like that, and we'll actually maybe, I'm not really sure, maybe start the ritual that you need to do to become a Grey Warden. Any more than that though I'm not going to say, because it'll just start doing it. But it's pretty awesome, it's pretty cool. And soon after that there's a huge battle, which is called the Battle of Ostagar, and that's essentially the Grey Wardens and a few other people basically trying to beat the shit out of the Darkspawn, and it's quite cool. But sadly, we won't be in the battle, but we will meet someone else, a man who many see as extremely annoying. I'm just going to hotbar this. They see this guy as being extremely annoying. His name's Alistair, but for some reason, whatever reason, the reason escapes me. I think he's just totally awesome. I'll always have him in my party no matter what. So I do apologise if you don't like him, or if you take a disliking to him or anything like that. I do apologise, but he will be with us for the foreseeable future when we meet up with him. So I'm sorry about that. But he is kind of a really relevant character though, because as you find out later on, there's one or two little things about him that you've known before and stuff like that, and yeah, he's quite a prominent character and stuff like that, so it does have an outcome on the game. So I should mention, this is actually an absurd amount of enemies I'm fighting right now, but that's because really the enemies I was fighting in that room over round here, basically I sort of triggered these other enemies by accident when I came out of here, so I really probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I'm actually in a really bad way right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and... I don't think you can give them potions. Maybe can you give your dog potions? Oh, I can give your dog potions, well that's stupid. Okay, whatever. No, because there's this thing called damn it, how do you say the name again? Amarabwai? I don't know. It's basically a dog biscuit, and you can give that to them, so I figured that would have been the potions, but yeah, apparently you can use that, so go me. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and loot all these goddamn soldiers, because that was quite a lot of them. I must say. Yeah, but
And I'm off.
something quite interesting. I don't know if it's just me or if there's actually anything to it or anything like that. But yeah, I used to have this on the Xbox 360. I still do, but I play it on this obviously because I've got all the DLC for it on this and stuff like that. So yeah, and I can bring these beautiful videos to you sexy people. So yeah.
Going.
But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, like I'm getting quite a lot of loot from these dead bodies, right? Which is good. But yeah, on the Xbox version, especially in this area, the loot was severely downgraded, like to the extent of like it was actually kind of strange because like in this you're getting potions and stuff like that, and that might not seem like much considering these potions are like sort of lower tier potions, but like considering what you would get if you killed people in this area in the Xbox version, it's actually not that bad because this is the currency in the game. It's these little things, these are called bits, copper bits, and or at least I think it is, I don't know, but yeah, so what it is like when you killed enemies here, you would usually only get like, I think it was something like 6 or 7 bits per enemy, maybe, and you would get sort of pointless items from them and stuff like that. So I do really think that you get more better items in this game, which is quite good.
My key. That blade cannot fall into Howe's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
God, you're really gunning for Howe, aren't you? Damn.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, yes, this is the family's treasury. There's some stuff in here basically, including the family sword and shield, stuff like that, some extra weapons and stuff, so it's always good to just jump in here because, you know, it's got some more weapons, so fuck it, why not? So yeah, okay. Okay, now, so I can't actually, well, I can use them, but I'm not going to use them because it's a sword shield, and I play two-handed, obviously. Now, I should explain something really quickly. Okay, the scale armor, okay, as you can see, the armor is a whole 1.25% higher than the armor I have on right now, okay? But this right here is an armor set bonus. Basically what it does is because all the armor I have on right now, all the studded leather, they're all the same piece of armor really, they give me an added bonus. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's something to do with fatigue or something. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and you'll see these stats change, one of them will. Yeah, see, so as I put that armor on, I actually have less armor, or less defense rather, should I say. I have more armor, less defense, and I have more fatigue. Fatigue basically means the higher fatigue, the more stamina it takes to use abilities, and that ain't great because right now I'm actually using up a lot of stamina as it is anyway. And yeah, I should explain as well, defense and armor. The difference between defense and armor is defense is your chance to, I think, avoid attacks, like just straight up dodge them, whereas defense is just like straight up how much armor you have, as in it directly deducts from the enemy's attack. So like if the enemy had, say, if the enemy was going to do 20 damage to you and you had 5 armor, then they would only do 15 damage to you, obviously. But armor penetration directly nullifies that. So if they had, like, say, they were going to do 5 damage to you, you had 20 armor, but on top of that they had, say, 5 armor penetration, then they would do 10 damage to you because 5 points of your armor would just be like totally negated. So yeah, so armor penetration is quite good, but armor penetration and stuff like that is mainly for rogues. So is defense, maybe a little bit for warriors, but not so much. Especially not for the guy I am right now. The guy I am right now, he's basically just all strength. It may seem a little bit stupid, but because obviously I have very little defense. But as the game goes on, I will get heavier armor and stuff like that. And Alistair, the guy who I was talking about earlier on, he is a sword and shield, so he's a tank basically, so he can take all the aggro for me, and basically meaning I'm going to take no damage, so it's quite good. A thing I should mention as well is that another reason I kind of didn't want to play a tank in this game, as opposed to a two-handed warrior, was that in this game, when you play as a tank, essentially you need to just build your strength up to the point where you can wear the sort of heaviest tier of armor, like the strongest armor. and that's pretty much it. After that, all you have to build on really is kind of a constitution, or I think it's constitution, I'm not sure. Whatever, there's a status that directly affects your health. You get plus 5 health for every point in it, and it's not really a skill that anyone takes at all, and you can understand why, because considering that you know, you could rather take a point in strength, or you could rather take a point in dexterity and have your your defense increased and all that. It seems kind of pointless to take it, but I did a playthrough once, and I done that. I played as a tank, and I done that. I put my strength up to the point where I put my strength and my dexterity up to the point where I could use the heaviest armor, and I could basically use any tank skill. So I had other skills and all that, and I had all these leftover like I was still leveling up and stuff, so I had all these stats and stuff that were just totally like I like this server. This server's good. This is the first thing you better mage. We have a delay there. So I'm going to get everyone to actually focus this mage because she can deal quite decent damage. So I'm going to use pin shot, which basically pins her to the in place, and I'm going to get my dog to actually attack as well. But yeah, as I was saying, I had all these leftover levels that I was still, because I was still leveling up and stuff, and I ended up actually just using up the attributes and just putting them all in Constitution, or whatever it was. I think it's Constitution, I'm sure it is. In Constitution, which basically boosted my guy's health to like extreme levels, and his I also had like really good armor as well. So basically my guy was a total unstoppable tank, like full stop. Like there was very little to nothing anyone could actually do. But I should mention my mode actually deactivated. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I think it's something to do with if you have less than a certain amount of stamina, then it turns off or something. I don't know, that kind of shit happens because it actually preserves the stamina from the beginning anyway, but I don't know, maybe that's like a bug or something, I don't know. But yeah, so basically if I was to make a tank, it would become kind of ridiculous because I mean, I'm taking, like, I mean when you play your party member as a tank, you kind of have to manage them, like you have to actually manage how much damage they take and all that sort of stuff, but whereas if you play it as a player, like as in your actual character becomes a tank,
I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
you basically take no damage after a certain time, and you basically just steamroll every enemy because your companions are free to just go ham on them and you just take all the
Don't
damage.
worry about me, ladyship. Thank the Maker, you two are unharmed. When I realised what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long.
Yeah, so
If you've another way out
Kursling
of the
Castle
use
is
it quickly.
pretty much screwed. I would ask him to come with us, but yeah, he doesn't. Whatever
When I last
happens
saw the
here,
town,
he stays
he'd
here,
been
and then he
badly
tells you
wounded.
to go and
I urged
find
him
your
not to
father.
go, but
So
he
yeah,
was
your
determined
castle
to
is
find.
basically
He went towards the kid.
Bless you, Sagumo.
your castle's basically
Maker.
totally fucked right now. It's going to fall one way or another. It's just a case of trying to get out alive, sort of, you know. So this is how this is the noble origin story. I should mention that every origin story is more or less follows the same sort of framework, as in you basically start off in whatever things go to shit, and then you get recruited by the Grey Wardens. That's basically what happens in every single one of them. The only thing that's different is obviously, you know, the events leading up to it, stuff like that. So it's quite good. If you actually are going to play this for the first time, I'd advise actually playing a few of the origin stories because some of them are actually really quite good. There's actually a few I like better than this one, the Humanoid one. There's actually a few I like that are quite good, and it's quite awesome as well because when you play through the actual story, there will come a point in the story where your origin story will, like, because certain events have happened in your origin story, what will happen is
We're gonna die!
because certain events have happened in your origin story. I'm really sorry, like I it's really hard to do all of these things at once. You see, what I was thinking about doing was I was thinking about doing a sort of just doing the video and then doing the voice, like doing the commentary after it, but you know, I kind of felt like that was really sort of unorganic and like almost like cheating a little bit. So I don't know. I just I kind of felt uncomfortable with doing that. So yeah, I just decided to stick with this method of doing it. So yeah, I'm happy with this one. I'm sure I'll get used to it in time, but for now, I'm just sort of fooling about, you know. Still trying to figure out like how I want to come across in the videos as well, you know. Like, you know, I'm still trying to find my whole identity in regards to this sort of thing, but I'm happy with the way it is just now and stuff like that. So it's all good. I don't really mind. Okay, I'm just going to save it really quickly. I probably won't need to, because I've never died at this fight, but you never know. So yeah, it's like the first sort of mini boss you fight, and it's a knight. It's him right here. This two-handed guy. So I'm gonna get everyone to attack him now. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, every origin story is different. Actually, so and no, that wasn't what I was saying. What was I saying? Origin story is different, and yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Goddamn. Yeah, so basically, certain events in your origin stories will reflect on the actual main story. So, for example, people in the main story may recognise me as being one of the Courslings or something like that. Whereas, for example, if you started off as a dwarf, then when you go back to your home city, then people might recognise you. People might recognise you there, stuff like that. And there's the same like with elves and stuff like that as well. So they're all different. They're all pretty good. As you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage right now and actually died. I just took a total burst. That was really stupid of me. I shouldn't have done that. But anyway, I'm dead. So the way it works in this game is if you get downed, basically you receive an injury, and yeah, you receive an injury, and you basically use I leveled up even though I was dead, so that's okay. You basically receive an injury, and you just use an injury kit to get rid of the injury. What the injury does is it stays with you, and it basically hampers you. For example, like in fact, you know what, my guy will get back up, so I'll show you guys like what it does. Okay. Okay, so huh. That's actually strange. I should be injured right now, unless I'm in the wrong tab or something. Maybe I am. I don't know. Hard to tell. God damn it. I think it's just. I'm sorry, guys. Because I totally died there. I got wiped out, and I'm totally like I don't even know what the navigation is and all this. I've not played this game in quite a while. So I'm sorry about that. God damn, you know what? I can't find it. Usually there's a little icon. It might not come up actually because I've never actually been put down in the origin story before in any of them. So I don't know if it actually works in origin story or not, because I was sure that my guy wasn't going to get any experience for that fight as well because he was down, but apparently he did. So yeah. So what happens is like a little icon just comes up like a little box, and essentially it just says, it will say like a random injury, like a cracked skull, fractured rib, or you know, whatever, something along those lines, and it'll give you a hindrance. Well, this one is that too. I'm gonna go Sunder Arms actually. Yeah, so it'll give you like a little hindrance, like you use like 20% more stamina when you use abilities, or I don't know, you have like you attack like 10% slower or some shit, I don't know. So it's always good to get rid of the injuries, but they're really easy to, because the injury kits in this game they're really easy to come by. I actually end up selling most of them because I have so many of them, because like I actually can't get over the fact that I actually went down there, because I rarely do. I've actually played an entire playthrough once where I never got down the entire ones, but that was just pure blind luck, to be honest with you.
I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Damn fruit suit. I want to know if he dies, can I have that
What's
suit?
happening? You're bleeding.
Al's men found me first. Almost did me in right there. He can't get away with this. The king
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think. My boy. If only Will can make it so.
Once Howe's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened. Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. Howe's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
You fought your way to me through Howe's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the King what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Howe. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us. We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Howe's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you. My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
So yeah, I decided to shut up for that one there. The audio wasn't broken or anything. It's yeah, it's just because you know, that's one of the kind of more sort of like emotional scenes in the game stuff. I didn't want to kind of have my voice sort of over it and stuff like that, you know, so it gets like a sort of a feel for, like, you know, the whole, like, why you became a Grey Warden. So basically what it was obviously, as you've seen, your family basically gets totally wiped out, everyone except your brother Fergus, who is in the Free Marches right now, which is just basically like a place. I can't remember exactly, but basically
we
he's
will
still
be
away there right
traveling
now.
south through the hinterlands
So,
to the ruin of Ostagar.
So yeah, your entire
on the
family gets
edges of
basically
the
wiped
Korkari
out by
Wilds. The
Arl
Tevinter
Howe,
Imperium built
who your
Ostagar
family
long
thought
ago
was
to prevent the Waters from invading the northern lowlands.
their friend,
It's fitting
and
we
obviously you
make
got
our
betrayed
stand
by him,
here,
and
even
because
if we face a
you owe
different
Duncan
foe
the debt
within
of
that
helping you
forest.
escape from the
The
castle,
King's forces have
you now
clashed
owe
with
him
the
a debt,
Darkspawn
so you
several
become
times.
you agreed
But
to
here
become
is
a
where
Grey
the
Warden.
bulk of the horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens
So yeah, this
within
is
Ferelden
Ostagar.
at the moment, but all of us
You
are
only
here.
this is the only ever time
This blight
you will be
must be
Ostagar,
stopped,
except
here
in the
and now.
DLC. But the
If it
DLC,
spreads to the
when the
north,
DLC happens, it's actually
Veldin
at winter,
will
so it's
fall.
let's quick
Oh there, Duncan.
King Kaelan. I didn't expect
A royal welcome?
I hate when games do
I was
that.
beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
I hate when games do
Not
that
if
so
I can
badly.
help
It's
it,
like,
Your Majesty.
will you
Then I
expect
have the mighty Duncan
a
at my
royal
side
welcome
in
like
battle
that? It's
after
like,
all. Glorious.
I understand the pause and stuff
The
like
other
that,
wardens
but
told me you'd found
you
a
know, at
promising
least do it to
recruit.
the point
I
where
take it this is he?
they actually do get interrupted
Allow
and
me
they
to
don't just
introduce
stop
you, Your
mid-sentence. You know,
No need, Duncan.
I hate that.
You
I
are
really
Bryce's
can't
youngest,
stand
are you
that.
not? I don't think we've ever actually met. Dead? What do you mean?
So I will
Duncan.
say,
Do you know anything about this?
I really hate
Baron
King
Kusland
Kaelin.
and his wife are dead, Your Majesty.
My guy hates him as
Arl
well.
Howe
See the
has shown
folding
himself
arms.
a traitor and overtaken
Yeah, I
High
really
Ever
hate him. I
Castle.
don't know why. He seems like
Had
a
we not
really
escaped,
arrogant,
he would have
chauvinistic
killed us.
dick. So I
Told
don't
you
know.
any
I don't
story
like
he
him.
wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think
Well, he's
he
got
could
the
get
same
away
hair
with
as my
such
guy, so you know
treachery?
he's got style at
As
least.
soon
So
as we
yeah,
are done
promise.
here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe
And
to
the two-handed
justice.
sword. So
You have my
yeah.
word. No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the
Well, he's in the
wilds.
wilds, not the free marshes. Although I think they might be the same
that
sort
I
of
have
thing.
no
I don't
doubt.
really know. But anyway,
You
but
will
either
see
way,
him
the
again
whole
once
point
the
is
battle is
he's
over,
away somewhere
I
and
am
you
certain.
can't reach him right now.
I
So.
apologize, but there's
And
nothing
they're
more I
basically
can
telling
do.
you that after the battle that's going
All
to
I can
happen here,
suggest is that you vent your grief
then you
against
can
the
go and
Darkspawn for the
fight them.
time being. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight.
Yeah, so that's
There are plenty of
Eamon.
Darkspawn,
That is the
but alas,
Arl of a
we
place
see no
called
sign of an
Redcliffe,
archdemon.
which we'll go to and we'll actually meet
Disappointed,
Eamon
Your
at a
Majesty?
certain point as well
I'd hoped
because
for a
he's
war like in
quite
the
important.
tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I
Eamon's quite a
suppose
cool
this
guy.
will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
See you later. I think Ostagar is like one of the nicest looking places in
What
terms
the
of like
king
the use
said
of
is
light and
true.
stuff like that. It's pretty
They've
awesome.
won
I
several
like it.
battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to
The
outnumber
thing is
us.
as well, like I love the way the
I know
Darkspawn
there is
look
an
in this game,
archdemon
but in
behind
Darkspawn
this,
and
but I
in
cannot
Darkspawn
ask
2,
the
yeah,
king to
totally.
act solely
And
on my
Dragon
feeling.
Age 2, in Dragon Age 2,
Wait
I
for
just think they look like
reinforcements.
shit. I don't
We
know
sent a call
why.
out
It's like
west
they
to the
totally
Grey Wardens of
downgraded them or
Orlais,
something.
but it will
Like
be
in
many days
this
before
one,
they can
Dragon
join
Age 1,
us.
like they
Our
act more
numbers in
brutal
Veldin
and
are too
they
few.
actually
We must
talk.
do what we can.
Well,
and
not
look
talk,
to turn
sorry, they
Loghain
actually
to
look
make up
like
the
monsters and
difference.
stuff like that, and
To that
they'll
end,
look
we should
corrupted
proceed
and shit
with
like
the
that. But
joining ritual
in
without
Dragon
delay.
Age 2, they just look really pasty and
Feel
frail
free
with
to
like
explore
this
the camp
sort
here
of
as you
shit
wish.
armor on,
All
and
I
that's about
ask
it.
is
I
that you
mean,
do not leave
just
it for
look
the
really
time
stupid,
being.
like typical.
There is another Grey Warden
Like,
in the camp by
I
the
don't
name
know,
of
typical
Alistair.
like enemy fodder,
When you're ready,
whereas in this
seek him
they
out
actually
and
kind
tell
of
him
like
it's
pose
time
a
to
threat,
summon
you
the
know?
other recruits.
So
Your hound can stay
Yeah.
with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
okay guys, so this video has probably went on a little bit longer than normal, but that's cool, that's fine, because obviously the intro and movie stuff like that, I didn't want to end it right before you know, that happened to your father and your mother and stuff like that. So yeah, this is Ostagar. Next time on part 4 we'll be exploring Ostagar a bit, talking to some people and stuff like that. So until then guys, again, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks a lot.